Bitcoin down below 90K. I'd say it's a pretty bloody day. J-Pal don't wanna cut them rates, but Trump's about to be in his face. Welcome back to the channel, gentlemen. It's a bloody day in this market today. We didn't even have any economic data or anything come out today. We just dumped, and I don't know what the catalyst is behind that. I think it's just a lot of interest rate FUD going on. A lot of people just feeling bearish right now, Bitcoin dumped down to 89,000, almost touched 88. Yeah, pretty bloody day out here. All's getting wrecked, Altcoins getting fucking wrecked. Time to spend a fucking check. These altcoins are getting slayed out here. Anytime Bitcoin goes down, you know what time it is for these alts. But there's a few things I want to discuss. We have a lot of economic data coming out. The main thing is people are scared right now about these interest rates, They're worried about them raising rates. I don't think that's going to be a concern. I think the worst come to worst, they're just going to pause, But we have a lot of information coming out tomorrow morning. At 6 in the morning, we have the NFIB Optimism Index. That's basically a reading of how good businesses are doing. Then we have the Producer Price Index, and that's like inflation data. We have a lot of data coming out this week. And Wednesday, we have more inflation data. Thursday, initial jobless claims. And yeah, it's going to be a data-packed week. And the Fed is data-dependent. They make all their decisions based off this data. And that's why everything's looking bearish, because the inflation's looking sticky. It's not going away. So they're kind of like hesitant to continue cutting these interest rates. And that's got the market fearful, Everybody was expecting rate cuts this year, a lot. Just like last year. We're in the same position as last year almost, because this inflation is just not going away. It's becoming very fucking frustrating. And here's the CME Fed Watch tool. And we have the next meeting is 16 days from now, and there's a 2% chance of ease. Okay, that's so bearish. 0% chance of hike. 0. So all these people saying they're going to hike rates, you're wrong. They're not going to pivot like that. They know better, But there is a 97.3 chance of no change, and the only thing that could change that is, like I said, if we get some extremely good inflation data coming out, and the jobs claims look bad. We need, I think it all comes back to the bench press analogy. If the markets are looking strong and inflation is lingering, it's like America's on the bench press right now, and they don't need a spot. They're just pumping, Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. Now, when the Fed needs to spot them on the bench press, they need the signs of weakness, signs of struggling, like when they can't get it up, That's the economy struggling. That's when they step in and they cut those rates, okay? And all these jobs reports have been coming out bullish, actually. The only thing bad is the inflation. So, like I said, that's the only thing that can change this number. We're probably more than likely going to be stuck with a pause, maybe just for this meeting. Maybe just for this one, guys. I don't think they're going to continue pausing it. And here's just something I saw on Reuters from one of the Fed chairs. One of the Fed guys from Philadelphia or something. Let me just read this quick statement. He said, "Looking at everything before me now, I am not about to walk off this path or turn around," he said, adding that the exact speed I continue to go along this path will be fully dependent upon the incoming data. The remarks were Harker's first since last month's policy meeting, when the Fed cut its benchmark overnight interest rate by 1/4 percentage point to the 4.25% range and trimmed the number of expected rate cuts for 2025. So, like I said, let's see. Yeah, he says it's appropriate for us to take a bit of a pause right now and see how things shake out. We're not talking about a long pause potentially, but let's see how things shake out. There's a lot of uncertainty. Like I said, they're data dependent. That's why I tell you guys to look at this data. You look at this calendar, you see what time this data comes out, and you can basically know what's going to happen. We get data that's, bearish, what do you think is going to happen in the market? Bearish. So there's that. Now I just want to go over this, okay? This is why I think we are still in a bull run. The liquidity cycle. This is very important. This thing is almost identical to the halving cycles. When they're cutting rates, guys, even though they're pausing right now, they're still going to be actively cutting and printing money. This thing goes in cycles, okay? And let me just read a little bit about this. Expansion phase. This is when they're cutting. Central banks lower interest rates and engage in QE, quantitative easing, to inject money into the economy, making it cheaper to borrow and invest. This phase typically follows economic downturns or financial crises, like what we just came out of, right? Bear market, Peak liquidity. We haven't gotten there yet. This is why I think we're not, this bull run isn't over. As economic conditions improve, liquidity reaches its peak. Asset prices, including stocks, real estate, and commodities, often hit record highs during this period. That's what we're going into this year. Now, going into the bear market, you have the contraction phase. To prevent the economy from overheating and to control inflation, central banks start to raise interest rates and withdraw liquidity by reducing their asset purchases or selling assets. This phase can be gradual or rapid depending on economic conditions. Now, the trough. Liquidity reaches its lowest point as central banks continue to tighten policies. Economic growth slows and asset prices may decline sharply. Eventually, central banks may ease policies again to stimulate growth, starting a new cycle. Guys, it just continues going in this cycle and cycle. Inflation gets overheated, they start raising rates again. When the market gets real ugly again, they start cutting rates to ease the pressure, And it just happens over and over and over, guys. And right now, we are like, what is this, 2024? Like, dude, we're not even at the peak yet, bro, We're not even at the peak yet, bro. We're like right in here. 2024 just started. We're like right here. We still have to go all the way up here. We're going to hang out up here for a little bit, and then we're going to start coming back down, okay? Now, there's some bullish things I want to talk about. Fuck all this bearish stuff. Let's go over some bullish things. BlackRock, IBIT, they bought 4,868 Bitcoin this week, okay? And there's only 3,150 mined. So right now, eventually there's going to be supply shock for Bitcoin. Regardless of the interest rate FUD, you have all these people like Michael Saylor, which I'm about to get in. He just purchased more Bitcoin today also. These people are gobbling up these dips, I'm telling you. Here we go. MicroStrategy's acquired another 2,530 Bitcoin for $243 million. They bought it at $95,000. I guess they bought it right before the dip. This was today, though, this morning. So, yeah, MicroStrategy, BlackRock, they're going to be continuously buying these dips, gentlemen. And here's another thing that I'm giga bullish on. Bitcoin reserve proposals hit global crescendo. Countries exploring strategic BTC reserves. Okay, so Trump's starting a thing. Several countries are considering adopting Bitcoin as part of their national reserves. Donald Trump's proposal for U.S. Bitcoin reserve has sparked global interest. Countries like Germany, Hong Kong, and Poland are leading discussions while others remain cautious. I don't even need to read all this. I'm just going to go through this real quick. Countries considering Bitcoin reserves. Czech Republic, Germany, Hong Kong, Poland, Russia, Japan. What? Got me feeling bullish as fuck. Might finally fix my old fucking truck. I just butchered that song, but yeah. And another thing that's giga bullish I saw. Bitcoin ETFs surpassed gold ETFs. And this was in December 18th. BlackRock's ETF surpassed their gold one. Their Bitcoin ETF surpassed the gold ETF. And the gold ETF has been in existence for over 10 years. Bitcoin one has just been 1 year, and it's already surpassed it, Now these gold guys like Peter Schiff are over there like, he told all these people that Bitcoin was a shitcoin, and now look where we're at. Now the ETFs have surpassed it in 1 year. Not 5, not 10, 1. So it's actually doing much better than gold as far as the store value. So, guys, don't be feeling so bearish right now. Things do look bearish. They look giga bearish right now, but you have to think about these liquidity cycles. And you also have to keep in mind the Fed is not going to raise rates. They're eventually going to cut again. And the thing about that is if they pause and we have an extended liquidity cycle because they're trying to cool inflation, that could possibly mean an extended bull run. You know? It's got me bullish. It's got me bullish. Bullish as fuck, I'm bullish as fuck, I'm bullish as... And these bears will get slaughtered, you know? I feel like people are not expecting this to happen because everybody's so bearish right now. But, guys, it's going to happen. You always have to follow these 4-year halving cycles, guys, and the liquidity cycles, okay? That is the key indicators I use, and I stick by it. I don't fight the Fed either. If they're continuously going to be in a cutting and printing money, what do you think assets are going to do? They're going to go up because the dollar's going down, you know? Just common sense, boys. And these bears won't stand a chance when it happens, I'm telling you. Off with their fucking heads. But yeah, boys, that's all I got for you. I just wanted to make a hopium video for you guys. I know people are feeling giga bearish right now. You know, we're going to make it out the hood. We're going to make it out these trenches, guys. We just have to be more patient. Practice that discipline, man. Go to the gym. Don't look at your phone. If you don't have any money to deploy, just stop thinking about it, you know? Be patient. Because that's really what pays off in this space is patience. If you have the patience to hold, you're going to be handsomely rewarded. If you get shaken out and you're going to lose life-changing gains, that's just what it is. What it is. That's how life works, gentlemen. Nothing is easy in life. You have to suffer. Nothing is easy, bro. These gains are never easy. You have to sacrifice and go through some pain to go through the gains. Just part of how it works. I don't make the rules up, gentlemen. Just part of life. So, guys, if you get any value from me, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the next one.